You might notice that I'm not in Canada right now. In fact, Chad and I have been on holiday in the most amazing state in the USA, California, for just about 3 weeks now. And here we are in wine country. This is just outside of Napa Valley. We're in a little place called Calistoga and we're staying at a beautiful resort, but I didn't want to leave you high and dry this week. So we decided to pick 15 of our favorite cleaning tips and recipes and put them together for you in a video. So I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you next week from my house in Canada. No palm trees. The way I like to use hydrogen peroxide is in a solution of 2 parts hydrogen peroxide and then 1 part dish soap. Mix that all together, blot up your stain first, apply this solution to your stain, let it sit for about 5-10 minutes, and then launder it as usual. This solution really helps nab those stains. Grab a piece of tin foil, either one that you've just used to cook with, there's a great way to upcycle, or a brand new one. Crumple it up into a ball, add a little bit of dish soap and water to your pot or pan, and start scrubbing. You'll see all of that stuff starts to lift off. You might love this so much, you never want to buy another metal scrubby again. Warning here, you can only use this little hack on a pot or pan where you could otherwise use a metal scrubby. In your container, mix a 1/2 cup of baking soda and a 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide. Give it a quick stir until it turns into a runny paste. Apply it to your grout with the cleaning toothbrush, leave it for a few minutes, and then scrub away. Some people say that they don't dust because they don't have dusting tools. Well, if you have a single sock, you don't have an excuse. Put the sock on your hand, run it along any old dusty surface, and you'll see dust comes off. In fact, dusting with a sock is proven to be 100% more effective than not dusting at all. If your counter in your bathroom is kind of exploding with stuff, you're probably dealing with a case of counter sprawl, which is very easy to counter, see what I did there, by a simple maxim of cleaning, and that is have a place for each item. And an easy way to do this is to have a tray or a bin. You can get some really nice ones. I happen to pick up an antique one, which looks a little bit classier, if I may say so myself, and it makes putting items back in my bathroom a lot easier. So I wash my face, put the face wash back on the tray. The toothpaste, the floss, whatever, it all goes back on that tray, and it has kept my counter so much more clean and organized. I highly recommend this. So the way to get these absolutely clean is to make a solution of equal parts baking soda and laundry detergent. Mix that together in a bowl and then apply that to the stained area using a cleaning toothbrush. Now you don't need too much product here, just enough to make sure you can start agitating that dirt off. So rub it a few times with the toothbrush, then you're going to use a sponge, rinse it with a little bit of cool water and pat it to dry. You should see those stains come right off. Coconut oil will not go rancid, which is a good thing when it comes to putting it on a wooden cutting board. It won't attract bacteria and it won't get that horrible rancid oil smell. If you've ever smelled it, you'll know it. So all you have to do is take about a teaspoon, apply it onto the cutting board with a paper towel, nice and even. Do that about 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 coats, then let it dry for several hours. 6 seems to be okay, and then your cutting board will be in great shape. And you can do this about once a month. So to get things started, fill up a bucket with hot water, like boiling hot water, and then add in a few scoops of OxiClean or degreaser or whatever you choose to use, and then dunk the filter in there. Now leave it in there for about 10 to 30 minutes depending on how gross it is, and if you need to, once you pull it out, you can scrub it with a bristle brush, rinse it, and once it's dried, you can replace it. One of the great mysteries of our time is why stainless steel is called stainless steel when clearly it stains. An easy way to get rid of fingerprints and shine up any of your appliances or even your kitchen sink is just to spray a 50-50 solution, 1 part water, 1 part white vinegar, onto stainless steel, give it a quick buff, and you'll see your stainless steel is nice and shiny. I've probably talked about these bags in, I don't know, 40 of our videos, but for good reason. They serve a lot of purposes. And rather than using this for laundry, I'm going to use this for the dishwasher, specifically for dishwashing all of those smaller kitchen items that will sometimes fall through the top rack of the dishwasher. These bags are dishwasher safe, so load them up, no pun intended, with any of those smaller kitchen utensils, throw it in the top rack, and you're good to go. Now you want to find something with a bit of a drag to it, so a damp, clean sponge, a dampened rubber glove, or even a rubber squeegee will do the trick. Just rub the item along the upholstery and watch the hair come up. Now I prefer this method to lint rollers because it's less wasteful and it's cheaper. Castile soap is pretty amazing when it comes to cleaning makeup brushes as well. I've been using it now for several months. Who needs to make a recipe when you can just basically put a few drops of this into your hand, swirl the brush into the soap, rinse it well, and hang it to dry. It works like a charm. A great way to make your whole house, well, at least your main floor, smell incredible is to simply boil up some nice, smelly ingredients in a pot with water, or you can also do this in a crock pot and let it simmer all day. The concept is the same. Fill your vessel halfway with water, add any combination of nice ingredients. So here I have cinnamon, cloves, oranges, and vanilla extract. The goal here is you're gonna bring this to a boil, or you're gonna heat your slow cooker on low. You're gonna let the slow cooker sit all day and simmer, and once this has hit a boil, you'll then bring it down to simmer, and you'll let that go for a couple of hours. If it's the pot on the stove, make sure it's attended, and this, thankfully, can be left unattended. Create a thick paste of borax and water, apply onto that moldy area, and just let it sit overnight. In the morning, I didn't even have to scrub. I just brushed away the loose powder and rinsed the rest off. It turned out beautifully. To your spray bottle, add a 1/4 cup of rubbing alcohol and a 1/4 cup of distilled water. Now, because this spray bottle can hook onto my pants, I had to be a little dramatic. Spray the product onto your cloth, then wipe your electronic item, and you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite place to visit? I have to say, in all of the US, and Chad and I have been to a lot of states here, we love California the most, so I'd love to know in the comments down below, what's your favorite place to visit? Now, if you don't mind, it's just about happy hour, and we are in wine country, so I'm gonna let you guys go, but I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Guys, this is what happens when I'm on vacation. If you want to see 2 other videos that we've done recently, you can check them out right over here. You can also visit our website. It's cleanmyspace.com right over there. And if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. There's a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button, which I already told you about, to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and again, from sunny California, see you next time.